Today we're headed to Mongolia by way of Khailmag, caramelized clotted cream made from the milk of a yak. Or maybe a buffalo if you don't have access to yak milk, or perhaps cow if the buffalo milk doesn't really work. Hi there, I'm Jen, and this is Borderless Baking. Today's adventure is a traditional Mongolian dessert called Khailmag, a dense pudding-like dessert that is both a staple comfort food and a special treat for celebrations like weddings and the Lunar New Year. For our last stop on this culinary exploration of East and Southeast Asia, I wanted to try something a little more unusual, something that maybe you'd never heard of. Enter Mongolia. Much of Mongolia's cuisine is centered around the meat and dairy produced by the animals that are herded by their nomadic communities. Khailmag is no exception, made from the clotted cream produced from fresh milk. Making Khailmag, in theory, is not complicated. There's only a couple of ingredients, and it mostly involves a lot of stirring. The real adventure in trying to make this as close to the Mongolian variety as possible is in sourcing the milk. Let's go find some. So Khailmag can be made from all kinds of milk, including cow and goat and camel. But the most common form is from yak. As you can imagine, we don't have a lot of yaks here in North Carolina. There are a few in the mountains on the west, but even so, yak milk is not approved by the FDA for commercial consumption, so no yak milk for me. So of course I could make Khailmag with another kind of milk, but I really wanted to emulate the fat content of yak milk for that richer, thicker clotted cream. Yak milk has about a 5.5 to 9% fat content, whereas goats and cows are like in the 3 to 4% range. The closest I could get was buffalo, and buffalo is in the 8 to 9% range. Not a lot of buffalo in North Carolina either. But I was able to source the milk from a farm in Pennsylvania. So this little quest is actually to pick up the milk that I ordered. I received a pickup time and a location, and we are on our way there now. As you can imagine, shipping specialty milk across 3 states is a little bit pricey, so I was only able to order a quart. But my consolation is that if it fails, I can try it again with cow milk, and I can use gallons and gallons of it. Okay, so I got it right off of the truck in a box. Here's my box. I'm gonna wait to open it up because it is refrigerated. I lied, I am gonna open it up. It was too expensive to not check and make sure I have everything. 1 quart raw buffalo milk. There's the liquid gold, y'all. 1/2 gallon raw milk. 1 quart raw bursting A2 kefir. Kefir. I'm not sure the correct way to pronounce that, but there it is. Aw, look at that. That is adorable. Thank you, Dorothy. Gonna box it all back up, get it home. Completely unrelated to this milk adventure, I just walked up to my car and there was something flapping on the top of it. It's a Post-it note I lost yesterday and looked for probably a half an hour. It is sticking to the top of my car and I've been driving around with it up there. How did it get up there? The first step is to heat this up over medium heat until it hits about 176 to 185 degrees, and then we'll do the next step from there. I only have a quart to deal with, so let's hope I don't mess this up. It smells like milk. Gotta get every last drop. I love that bottle. I'm gonna save it for something. While this is heating up, I'm gonna stir it constantly. Oops, splashed. Wow, I splashed a lot. I don't have that much milk to splash, Jen. Stop wasting your milk. The smell is a little bit different than cow's milk. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe a little sweeter? I love the smell of warming milk. When I was a kid and I would heat up milk to make hot cocoa, I would deliberately scald it because I love that smell so much. Does that make me weird? You've seen me dance the honeycomb. I don't think smelling scalding milk is probably very high on the weird list. Okay, we've got 180. Next step. Now comes the fun part. For 15 minutes, we're gonna aerate. And this is how we do it. This process of scooping and aerating the milk is called samra. Aerating the milk like this agitates the fats in the milk, which causes them to bind together and float to the top. That results in a thicker and creamier layer of cream. There's a little bit of a stink. I'm trying to figure out how to describe it. It's not that scalding milk smell that I like so much. It smells like an animal pelt. That's what it is. It smells like if you've pet a horse or you've pet a cow, and it's not a bad smell, but it smells like an animal. So I'm not feeling like it's frothy enough, so I'm raising the level of my ladling, and that seems to be making it a little frothier, if not a lot messier. One more minute, I'm going for maximum froth. And that's it. So off the heat, I'm gonna set it aside and let it cool down to room temperature, and then I'm gonna refrigerate it overnight. So we'll see you tomorrow and see what we've made. 28 hours later, I'm ready to see if we have clotted cream, or the Mongolian word for it, udon. Okay, so how this is supposed to work and how I've seen it done is that I'm supposed to be able to sort of just grab it off of the top and lift it off the top like an omelet. This doesn't look very solid. Let's try it. Well, actually, the alternate method is to just use a spatula and lift it out. I think maybe that's the way to go. And because the part where you cut around the edges, I don't even think I have to do that. There's nothing to cut around. Well, there's some solidness there, I guess. All right, I'm gonna go for it. What's the worst that can happen? That ain't it. Okay, but there's, okay. It's sort of, there is solid stuff there. So this is, well, 1 minute. I don't know if this little puddle of goo is going to be enough to do what I'm supposed to do with it, but I'm gonna try. Shall I try buffalo milk? It's very gamey, kind of like dirty animal pelt. Yeah, I don't think I will be doing anything else with that milk. And it's, I mean, not surprisingly, there's 8 or 9% fat in this. It's really greasy. I feel like I've put lip balm on my lips after having that 1 spoonful. You can see the spoon still has fat on it. Onward and upward, next step. Ever the optimist, I am going to continue with this process and see if I'm still able to make some hagmik out of my little pool of udon clotted cream. So I've heated this pan over medium-low heat, and I'm adding my udon to the pan. I was hoping for a lot more than this. I'm stirring, stirring, stirring. The little bit of solids that I did have now liquefied. What I'm looking for is for this to then start solidifying again, for the ghee, the clarified oil, to separate out from it, and then it will get thicker. That's what we're hoping for. It's definitely thickening. It's now more like the texture of like drinkable yogurt. What's not happening is no oil is separating out. And that concerns me. I do have some oil separation. It's not yellow. I don't think it's the yellow gold that they refer to in Mongolia. It doesn't look very ghee-like, but there is oil separation, so maybe it's not a lost cause yet. I might get 2 whole tablespoons of hagmik at the end of all of this. It's not the yellow oil, but there is some oil floating to the top. So now I'm going to add a little bit of flour to thicken this up. The flour seems to have just made it foamy. I am going to go ahead and add a little bit of salt and a little bit of sugar to sweeten it. It's really nothing like what it's supposed to look like. I'm not sure if I should just keep stirring it. This looks a little bit like cornmeal dissolved in milk. I have a sneaking suspicion that I will be trying this again with cow milk. Interestingly, It now smells like I've made brown butter. It has that nutty, toasty smell of brown butter, which I suppose is exactly what it is. I think it's official. This is a failure. I really just think I've made crunchy brown butter that tastes a little gamey, but let's try it. Crunchy brown butter. The plus side is I've got a lot of food in my teeth. Doesn't taste gamey. It just tastes like crunchy brown butter. Gonna have to try again with cow milk. For my second attempt at Khailmag, I am using cow's milk. I bought this non-homogenized milk. Homogenization will make it more difficult, if not impossible, for the cream to rise. I'm even gonna add a little bit of heavy whipping cream so I get a little bit more fat content in there. Little insurance policy. Don't fret, I'm not gonna make you watch me stir for another 45 minutes or however long it's gonna take. We'll see you on the other side. Let that cool on the counter for a little bit and then into the refrigerator it goes. And tomorrow, hopefully we're gonna have that nice thick layer of clotted cream to lift off the top of it so we can go on to the next step of Khailmag. Fingers crossed. I'll see you then. In the meantime, I have a mess to clean up. I am absolutely thrilled. What I am seeing in here is exactly what I was hoping to see. It's this beautiful yellow color. It looks nice and thick. I'm gonna loosen it up around the outside and lift it off and see what we've got under there. I'm a little nervous. Here goes. That was really cool. So this is Mongolian clotted cream. We are absolutely gonna have to spread a little bit of this on some bread. That was heaven. I could eat all of that on fresh bread, I think. But that is not why we are here. We are here to make Khailmag. We have one more step. I'm gonna have a little bit more. A little bit of deja vu here, but this time we have proper clotted cream. So I have faith that this is all gonna work out. And at the end of this day, we are gonna have some Khailmag to try. Oh, here goes my beautiful clotted cream. Don't wanna waste any of that delicious goodness. Keep stirring it. I don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pan. The solids are all melted. Now what we're looking for is the ghee to start separating out. Seems to be thickening up a little bit. I'm gonna add a little bit of flour. You add it a little by little so you can get it fully incorporated. It's getting nice and thick and we are starting to see a little oil separation. In Mongolia, they call ghee shartos, which means yellow oil. It's a very valuable commodity there. They use it as a traditional medicine, a couple teaspoonfuls of ghee for cough or flu. This is really cool. We're really seeing the ghee separating out here. Ghee can be frozen, so after I scoop out my Khailmag, I can use that ghee for something else later on. I'm gonna go ahead and add some sugar and a little bit of salt. At this point, we'll lower the temperature and let it simmer until it reaches the consistency of like a thick fruit jam or a pudding. I don't know, would you consider that fruit jam consistency? I feel good about it. I'm going to scoop out, and you want to include some of the ghee in there. I'm making two, one for me and one for my imaginary friend. Note to self, gallon of milk makes 2 servings of Khailmag. Raisins. One for you. One for me. Not not at all what I was expecting. I'm not sure what I was expecting, but that is delicious. It is so rich and so creamy. Not surprisingly, it's basically cream, but that is just marvelous. Well done, Mongolia. That is fantastic. It was a lot of effort in the end, but definitely well worth it. Oh, it's so different. Very much unlike anything I've ever had before. I would do this again. I hope you've enjoyed this Mongolian adventure as much as I have, and if you did, you're in luck, because next week's video will be in Mongolia as well. Come back and learn how to make arud with me. We'll see you next time. Energy, 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 energy. Oh, what delicious dessert. Did you hear that? Did I just say the goat of a yak? 10 minutes down. Oh. Alrighty.